What's good, y'all? Welcome to my channel. This is Jason, but I go by Buddha AQ, and the AQ is for Aquarius because what a time it is to be alive, and because I'm an Aquarius. This is the February reading for the manifestors. I know it's already the 5th, but you got, the rest of the month to go. And then I'll be dropping the reflectors video soon. But yeah, let's get into it to see what's going on with the manifestors for February. Let's see. Okay. Make sure y'all can, it's in the camera for y'all to see. Yeah. So, well, I guess it'll be 4. I usually pull 3 for what's kind of going on in your mind, or just what's going on with you in general, but I happen to pull 2 extra, so let's see. So, I mean, it's something that you aren't really comfortable about, that, and it may be because you feel like there's definitely someone that's lying to you about something. There's someone that is lying to you about something, and it's just giving you a very uneasy feeling. And it's causing like some, it could be fights, but it could also be like, it could be like literal, like, verbal arguments and stuff like that, because maybe the person's not being truthful about what you're picking up, or the things that you just logically are putting together and finding out, and it's just not making sense to you. But also you could be just be holding it in and not speaking your truth. And it's a fight within you because you're not making a decision to bring it up to the person. So like, that's kind of what's going on with you. So this looks like a very much like, and this could be a relationship, friendship, someone at your job. So this is definitely pretty much it looks like this month of February is very much a month of you like having to confront a person, or make a decision about a person to move forward. So let's see what the challenges are going to be with this. It doesn't look like it has anything to do with money, job, or anything like that. It's definitely a person that is not being truthful. Oh yeah, it definitely could definitely be a relationship, It's definitely some sort of relationship, and more than likely it's a romantic relationship, where you're the person that is definitely like honoring yourself and being like someone that is just authentic and truthful, and just a genuine person. But it's hard for you to deal with the relationship because of what you're finding out, and you're not able to like move forward or grow in a way with the person that you would like to, because of just them being a shithead, and and not, what you call it, just not being real, man. And it's gonna be a hard thing to like recover from if you make the decision to move forward. It's gonna definitely be, yeah, see, like a lot of hearts, man. Hearts, lovers, like, yeah, this is definitely a romantic relationship for your manifestors, where it applies, if it resonates with you. But yeah, it's gonna be hard to move forward from, because this is probably something that you thought was gonna be everlasting, or just something that you thought that was gonna just really work out, and it's gonna be hard for you to leave. It's gonna be hard for you to walk away from this, but it's up to you to make that decision. It's up to you to make that decision. Let me push these up so the rest of the rows could be seen or viewed or whatever in the view. Okay, so let's see. What is spirit? What is spirit giving you advice on, or like the guidance that spirit or ancestors or source, creator, however you want to look at it, the universe, what is the guidance that you're getting from higher up or within? Because if you look at it in an ancestor way, you know, ancestors are within. It's your DNA. They're communicating, through or from within you or whatever. But remember, just before I pull on this next row for guidance, like, you're manifestors. You cannot wait on this communication. Like, you have to really confront the person and let them know how you're feeling and your thoughts about, like, this is just it. This is not gonna work. It's time for me to move forward with my life and get what I want. Yeah, see, like, you got to get what you want. Yeah, like, let them know that you've let them know that you've, like, discovered their bullshit, right? You discovered their bullshit, and that's, you want something that is you want a solid partnership, right? But your gut is telling you, not your gut, but like within whatever your inner authority is. I'm so used to saying gut in regular readings for people, but your inner authority is telling you, like, this ain't it. This ain't it. This isn't the partnership that you want, right? And by communicating that, like, you will eventually move into happiness, right? You'll eventually move into happiness and no longer be, like, unhappy and not content with what you're currently in. So, but you have to initiate that. You can't wait on it any longer. You're a manifestor. You cannot wait on it any longer. Let me move these up. Let me move them back down, and because I can't see the cameras. The way I got this phone angled, I'm a little bit lower than the phone. Yeah, you can see everything. Okay, good. Had to look up at the phone real quick. But yeah, let's see, like, physically, what do you need to focus on? Yeah, that was just an accident. That's definitely not one that felt like needed to jump out, because it was like a whole quarter of the deck that was left. But let's see, what do you physically, like, need to, like, focus on? Because that was just basically the message from spirit telling you, like, look, man, you've been alert to what's going on, and it's not the partnership that you want. You want happiness, and you've been unhappy with the shit that you've been finding out that this person's been doing, or going behind your back and maybe, like, talking about you, and you're finding out about, like, their true feelings. So let's see. So physically focusing on like, not being worried about it, because you're worried too much about what the other side's gonna look like after you make the move or make the decision. Because when we lose people, it's hard. It can be a depressing thing, but you got to focus on your power, right? You got to focus on being or receiving abundance in what you deserve. You can't be worried about, like, the things that you don't deserve, like the way you don't deserve to be treated. You're focusing on the wrong thing if you're worried about am I gonna like be alone forever, or whatever the case is, whatever you're worried about to make you second guess, having a conversation to let this person that you know that you're ready to move on, like it's not it's not going to serve you. You're just going to be stuck in a situation that that you no longer need to be in, and you're never going to get all that you want out of the relationship. So you really do have to like stop worrying about the things that are not going to matter, because when you get a chance to like break free of that and work, you might need to spend a little bit of time working on yourself, but it's it's like that. If you really want that solid relationship, as you work on yourself, like it's just gonna fall in there, right? It's just gonna come in and fall into your lap, and it's gonna be very unexpected, and you're still gonna get what you want, right? All right, you're restricting yourself, and you're holding yourself back from getting that. The more you worry about looking at what you're losing rather than what you're freeing up, like it's a difference. It might sound like the same thing, like, because looking at something in a way of that you're losing something it's kind of like a lack mentality, where looking at it in a way of like you're freeing up space for something else to come in, that's you just surrendering and allowing what is meant for you to come in. It's allowing for what you really want to come in, but you need to be disciplined, because it's going to be hard to like, that person's not going to just want to let you go, because they're used to what it's like they want their cake and eat it too, like so you got to be disciplined, because that person is not, they're gonna throw you off. They're gonna make you feel like you're making the wrong decision by moving on. So it's going to be hard if you give in to all the things that they're going to be saying and telling you to try to get you to stay. So again, it's just a matter of really being disciplined, right, to really get all that you want and move forward, and finally be in a relationship at some point. Again, I'm always big on like, once you get out of something that's really that's been a real lesson for you, especially like a long-term relationship, it's good to take some time. It may I say a year, it doesn't mean you have to wait a year, but definitely some months, but taking that time, you'll definitely fall into getting everything you want out of a relationship. You cannot let this current person talk you into staying in something that is not meant for you. So let's see. Let's look at the outcome. Let's see if you're really gonna do it. Are you really gonna make the move? Some of you are. Some of you are. But it's hard. I know it can definitely be a hard thing to do. I was definitely there at one point. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna take y'all some time to actually move forward with this, because it's showing there is some sort of regret, or you're gonna feel like you're gonna regret making that decision, and not be, like emotionally, you're gonna feel like, again, like you lost something. So you got to really switch your perspective. You're gonna really feel like you lost something, because you're not gonna have just that person there anymore if you make this decision to move on. and it's gonna be hard, right? It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard for you to really have this conversation with this person, um, and you're gonna be confused. Like I said, that person coming back to, what you call it, the King of Swords is gonna, they're not gonna make it easy for you, you know, and it does look like you may fall back into giving in and staying, you know. Some of you, like I said, some of you won't. Some of you have really been fed up, but it's looking like a lot of you manifestors are not going to move on. You know, you're not going to move on. Not just yet. So you really have to, and if you could hear the outside, I mean, it's loud. I'm sorry about that. If you can hear all of that noise out there going on. But, yeah, it's going to take some time. It's going to be some hard work. And maybe you just still have, maybe it's just still some lessons, you know, that you have to learn, within this relationship. Maybe the full, maybe the karma isn't fully, you know, served, or, you know, you haven't really fulfilled that lesson yet, but eventually I feel like you will. You just need to see some more things maybe, but in your gut, you know, and I'm sorry, I keep saying gut, but you know within, whatever your inner authority is, it's communicating with you, telling you like, this is not going to be it long term, you know. This is really just a temporary thing, and it's a hard thing to go through, but it's a lesson that you'll learn and you know, grow from, and actually know yourself a little bit more from. You know, I know it's not the best of news, but hey, you always got to look at it from a positive end. Like, even if it's something hard, you're still going to come out on the positive side by knowing yourself more. All right. So that's all I have. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Instagram at Buddha.aq. Facebook is BuddhaAQ. If you want to get some dope crystal jewelry, you can catch me at Eagle Vision Crystals on Instagram or on Facebook. I got some of my pieces. I've been, you know, I started off doing wire wrapping, as you've heard me say before if you watched any of my other videos, but you know, definitely been working with the metal a little bit more, soldering things together. So yeah, you know, go check out the website, eaglevisioncrystals.com, if you want some really good crystal jewelry. You know, I get a lot of compliments on my work, and I'm very proud of my work, and I think you'd like it if you buy it. But yeah, so until the next Manifestors video, peace.